these incidents. We're live. We are live.
What's the word? We are back. ChiCity Cypher volume.
Hey!
You're right.
Whoa.
This is not a volume. This is the motherfucking podcast, and this is episode 9 of the ChiCity Cypher podcast. We are back, man. I got my motherfucking co-host in the building.
Who that? Me?
Heat Detector.
Heat Detector in the building. You know what it is.
Resident ChiCity Cypher producer. You already know what it is, man. Make sure you tune in with that brother on Facebook, Heat Detector, on motherfucking SoundCloud, Unwrapped. Tune into all of that. But, man, we're back with another motherfucking episode. And as I told y'all,
Are we back?
We back. We've been here, and we're still here, and we're going to be here. We ain't never left.
All right.
We're in this motherfucker. And like I told y'all, bro, on the last episode, we didn't have a musical guest. I told y'all that for the next episode, we were going to have something special for y'all. But first, before we do that, man.
Whoa. Oh, not that part?
Nah,
okay.
But before we do that, man, I want to make sure to shout out to all of our, I don't like to call them fans, but I like to call them all of our supporters.
Yeah,
across Chicago, across the nation, across the country, the world, man. Everybody, ChiCity Cypher's been seen in 95 countries. We're probably up to 100 countries now in the world, man. We've been everywhere. We got supporters from everywhere, and I just want to take a moment to salute y'all, man, for tuning in.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, say it, bro.
And I just have to say this because I don't believe you. It's 90-something countries, man.
Hey, it's 100 now.
It's
you don't believe me when I say 90 because the number's at 100 now.
Okay.
So
is there 100 countries in the world?
There's about 123 countries.
So we just getting started, goddammit.
Bitch, stop fucking with us. Excuse my French, but yeah, man, we in this motherfucker. And so shout out to all of y'all that been supporting us. ChiCity Cypher been around since 2014. Bringing y'all ciphers, man. You already know it's the largest cable syndicated cipher in the Midwest. We've been seen everywhere, and MCs from everywhere have came to rock with us. And now we got a podcast, so everybody's still rocking with us and making sure that y'all supporting every single thing that we do, man. Y'all can follow us. Go on Facebook if you're watching this. Go on Facebook. Go on Instagram and type in ChiCity Cypher. You'll see that logo that you see that's in the back of us in the screen with the 4 Chicago stars. Make sure to hit that page and do all the follows and do all the good shit, man.
Like, subscribe,
and comment. Boom.
And hit the notification.
So, man, like I told y'all last week, we're going to have a musical performance. And for those that have been following closely, we've had this slot reserved for singers.
Y'all singers need to step up.
Y'all got to step the fuck up, bro, because I try to book y'all every single week. It's hard to find y'all. We're in the MC network, and I understand that. But y'all got to link with me if you're watching this, bro. We need y'all to come perform. But guess what? I'm bringing y'all an MC. And why would I choose any old regular-ass MC?
Not no regular degular.
We ain't bringing you no regular MCs. We bringing you motherfucking spitters and people that have been doing this in Chicago and grinding for a long motherfucking time, bro. So it is my pleasure. It is my honor, man, to bring, first of all, a ChiCity Cypher alumni MC in the fucking building. More, because we got another ChiCity Cypher alumni MC. If y'all watch the caption.
You heard the man.
But I got 2 for y'all today, man. And this brother been grinding, been doing his thing in Chicago. He's hosted ChiCity Cyphers at locations that he's been in charge of. He's a heavy grinder, man, promoter, artist. He puts on a podcast for Chicago through NEIU, and we're going to talk about all of that. But none other, man, than the homie Lot to Lay. Let's get it, man. Let's get some motherfucking love for the homie, y'all.
Yo.
Let's get it, brother.
Yo, real quick. I'm going to go ahead and drop this acapella verse. Check this out. 2021, I was hit with COVID-19. In the midst of being green, lost my mama, yet a queen. Left the scene, came back tenfold like a king. Fuck you mean? Yeah, I muscled up. Every shot given straight to the gut, but I'ma fuck him up. Yeah, something like a unnecessary kink. Come back and I'ma do it one time for the sink. Double up, make sure you know. Something like a bad bitch with a BBL, I ain't teasing. This comeback season. Something like Slick Rick when I spit it. It's the reason that I get it. Check this out. Yo, drop that verse one time. Yo, we gonna bring it back one time. Turn me up a little. Yeah. Bring it back. Yeah. come up off the steps.
So they ain't ready for me.
Haze out, this dog nimbus, forming tsunami. My pain rotate chambers like I gotta stay on my time. Hold it.
Same old song.
They don't know the club. Real go reaper, jeepers. Who the fuck wanna fuck with the creeper? Chill water, it gets deeper. Tales of the 7 seas. Captain the hooker had a team at ease. Getting bigger now, see the skill burst through the scene. Tell them I'm coming for the mustard and the custard cream. I'm okay, never losing focus when eyes on me. I gotta keep it HD. Speculation never necessary. Fulfill my mission, that's my mercenary. Preparing,
Let me paint my Pictionary
on a higher scale. Nor less, my untold tale. When the hammer drop, it's not so. I'm coming out of my shell. That sign said deliver rain, sleet the hell. I gotta
be expressed.
get him off her chest. Spit up on deck, swear nigga next. Spit up.
I fucked that up, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries.
Keep
Alright, we
going.
run it back. Hold on, check this out. Look,
Bring it back. Yeah.
swear they ain't ready for me. Hazed out, this dark nimbus, forming tsunami. My pain rotate chambers like I gotta stay on my Tommy.
Same old song.
They still don't know the club. Lyrical reaper, jeepers. Who the fuck wanna fuck with the creeper? Chill water, it gets deeper. Tail of the 7 seas. Captain the hook, you have a team at ease. Getting bigger now, see the skill burst through the seam. Tell them I'm coming for the mustard and the custard cream. Set the scheme, all I see is emerald green. Never losing focus when eyes on me. I gotta keep it HD. Speculation never necessary. Fulfill my mission, that's my mercenary. Pen and pad, let me paint my Pictionary on a higher scale. More or less, my untold tale. When the hammer drops, it's not so. I'm coming out of my shell. That sign said deliver rain, sleet or hell. I gotta
Be expressed, get it off my chest. Spitter on deck, swear nigga next. Spitter, MC in the first degree. Kill 'em, set it off, I'm about to break 'em all. Spitter on the road, nigga drop that jump. Spitter, she let it tone and she want it long. Spitter, OG, set in my pedigree. Get 'em, set it off, I'm about to break 'em all. Spitter,
20 on the table for the dub set. Sit back, relax, and figure out how my goals map. Overly dedicated, cause L being on the way that I lay it down. Ain't no way to pave it around. Get a concrete sound. Real funny when it's dug down. Bidding platforms, cause I'm up now. Young method man.
how you doing, Mr. Hyde?
You know I keep it live. Boy, we keeping the move up. 11
Top shelf,
for a mercenary.
they're saying, yeah, fuck the tread count. Battle Royale.
Yeah, but the war ain't won. It's always darkest before it's dawn. But I spit it like the 7th sun. The
Okay,
one.
be expressed, get it off my chest. Spitter on deck, swear nigga neck. Spitter, MC in the first degree. Kill 'em, set it off, I'm about to break 'em all. Spitter on the road, nigga drop that jump. Spitter, she let it tone and she want it long. Spitter, OG, set in my pedigree. Get 'em, set it off, I'm about to break 'em all. Spitter, be expressed, get it off my chest. Spitter on deck, swear nigga neck. Spitter, MC in the first degree. Kill 'em, set it off, I'm about to break 'em all. Spitter, on the road, nigga drop that jump. Spitter, she let it tone and she want it long. Spitter, OG, set in my pedigree. Get 'em, set it off, I'm about to break 'em all. Spitter, spitter, spitter.
Yo.
Man, so y'all give it up for everybody that's motherfucking out there that just checked out the homie Latale perform. Hey brother, man, we done did some work, man. It's been a while though, man. I'm glad to have you in the building, man. Tell the people tell them what you've been up to, bro, and tell them what you do.
Yo. So check this out. I've been doing a lot of content, just moving around, trying to make sure everything come back. Yeah, I did a little hiatus, but I had to come back real quick, tenfold. I do apologize for everything that I've been out of wave. I have been out of wave. But when it comes to trying to create the content, try to still hold Stella to the network is what it is. MCs, you know what I'm saying? It's a real grind. It's a real grind.
For sure, brother. And talking about a wave, man. You've been constantly making a wave in Chicago, bro. I see all the things that you do. For those that don't know, man, you're a promoter as well, and you put on hella shows in Chicago. So for all the MCs that's out there that's watching right now, that's about to get in tune with Latale, Larry Gardner on Facebook, and he'll give all the drops, man. Let them know, bro, what you do as far as shows and the opportunities you have for MCs in the city.
So basically what it is, it's a family network. We're trying to recreate and bridge the gap, not only between the younger artists, but the older artists. You know what I'm saying? It's a disconnect. Fuck that disconnect. Excuse me for the language, if I can say that. But it's a disconnect. So what we're trying to do is just trying to bring back everything and trying to follow up and trying to, reconnect with not only the youth, but the older people, so we can make sure that the connection stays stellar, stays solid. And, you know what I'm saying, especially in Chicago, especially the Midwest, a lot of people have not been together. There's a lot of clickiness going on in Chicago. So what we're trying to do is just trying to recreate that. We're trying to reinvent that. We're trying to give a whole new spin on that. We're trying to create that whole new outtake. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. And as far as being an MC, bro, for everybody that just checked you out, tell them like where they could find you, where they could go on YouTube, Instagram, all that. Because I want everybody that's out there to follow this man right now because he's grinding in the city. So tell them where they could find you. Tell them everything about your music, where they could look it up.
All right. We are still grinding right now. Spotify, YouTube. YouTube, we're trying to build up just so we can get a stellar background, stellar basis. We're also on Rumble, monetized on Rumble right now too. So make sure you guys follow us on Rumble. That's Latale7 on Rumble, Latale773 on YouTube, and then you could just follow the grind on Google too to catch everything. And then follow me YouTube, Instagram at Latale7, and then at Facebook you got Latale, aka Larry the Lyrical.
So in closing, and we talked about this off camera, man. In closing, tell them how to spell Latale because it ain't how you think it's spelled. Tell them how to spell that, and just tell them real quick how you got the name or what it means to you.
So Latale is just a breakdown of what it is. Larry the Lyrical. It's a kind of a synonym and a shout out, homage to everything that I've been through. La comes from my mother. It was a nickname. So shout out to my mom who just passed 2021. And then, the T, the, and then the lay is kind of like a Greek synonym because I am part of a Greek fraternity. So I shout out to the Greek fraternity. So that's Iota Phi Theta. What we're doing is trying to reconnect everything. Again, we're trying to put not only the streets, not only, just regular, everyday, stuff, but we're also trying to bring about community. And that's basically what it is. So my name is in reference to everything that I'm trying to bring about. You get what I'm saying? So, lot to lay, Larry the Lyrical, a lot to lay down. It's just a breakdown. You get what I'm saying? That's literally what it is. Lot to lay, a lot to lay down.
That's what's up. That's LY-TY-LY. Lots of lay. Thank you, man, for opening our podcast, episode 9. For those that have been watching, we normally have singers. It was my honor to bring y'all an MC. So please come back, brother. We're going to have you on the full interview. Shout out to all y'all, man. We will be back with the ChiCity Cypher podcast in just a couple seconds. Don't go nowhere.
Ha. What you mean? We are already back. I guess I'm doing the show by myself. Look at that. Welcome to the Heat Detector show. ChiCity Cypher. Yeah, I guess I'm doing it all by my lonely, you know what I'm talking about? But shout out to Latale for bringing those bars in. Shout out to ChiCity Cypher, man. We got a lot more to come on here today. We got IQ in the building, but I guess I gotta wait to get that being said. And here he is, finally.
We are back, y'all. Thank y'all for still tuning in to the ChiCity Cypher podcast, episode 9. Shout out to y'all, man, that's still tuning in. That was a dope motherfucking performance from Latale, man. We had Latale in the motherfucking building, and he's doing a lot of shit, man. So this was great to be able to bring an MC into the mix, bro. We've been having singers, and they've been killing it, man. The last couple. Shout out to Stephster. Shout out to K Voice.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. If I forget your name, that's been on the show so far, man. So shout out to y'all. Let me put my seat down before Heat gives me a.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
is that-
You
is
know
that
what I'm
better?
saying? You trying to make motherfuckers into minions, and it's not gonna work on this end.
So man, we're back, y'all, and everybody that been watching the comments, you already know what it is, bro. We got a special guest in the building, man. This guy is a ChiCity Cypher alumni MC. He been putting in work, man, in Chicago, in New York, and Puerto Rico for many decades. So we're gonna get into that conversation, and we're gonna get for y'all to meet him, man. Y'all know him as a ChiCity Cypher MC, seen him on plenty volumes, and this is y'all moment to get to actually know this guy, man. So it's my honor and it's my pleasure to bring in the homie Zulu King IZQ, man. Y'all give it up, man. Y'all give it up.
Thanks for having me.
Nice setup there. Not from the front though, from the back. Like
Get them hooked up. Get them hooked up. We got y'all, man. So for those that's out there, man, y'all already know, man, who this brother is in the building.
Thanks for having me out here tonight.
Thank you, brother, for coming in and rocking with us, bro.
He Detector.
You already know,
cracking?
man.
Jizzo.
You already know, man. So we're gonna get into it, bro. Like,
Mad love to Shy Rock Nation.
shout out Shy Rock Nation, all chapters, and chapter 4 also
Four indeed.
as well. You already know what it is. So
Zulu Nation.
definitely, man. Zulu Nation too, bro. We gotta represent, and we're gonna get into that whole conversation because I think this is gonna be an amazing interview, bro. Most of the people, bro, I always say that this podcast is an opportunity for everybody that's listening to, if they ever seen you on the ChiCity Cypher, now they get to actually hear you talk and listen to where you come from, bro. And since we're talking chapter 4, bro, I always dedicate a show to somebody that's a guest, that's that's somebody that was special to them, man. And off air we talked, man, that your OG passed away a while back, right?
My father passed away a while back.
It was your father, man. So so I want to dedicate this, man,
and
to
also
you.
my brother passed away. Rest in peace.
Man, rest in peace, man. So let's go ahead and dedicate the show, man, to your father, man, and your brother. And we're gonna go ahead and take 10 seconds of silence in honor of them. So rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Brother, we always like to talk about the beginnings, bro, because I think that's where it's important to listen to everybody's story in the beginning of their journey in this music game, bro. So for those that don't know you, man, let's talk about it, bro. First, let's get into this because I think it's interesting, and I didn't know until a couple years after meeting you. Can you explain how you got the name IZQ?
Well, originally I try to keep it simple in the terms. When I originally fell in love with hip hop at an early age, I was like, my last name is Izquierdo. So I just kept the abbreviations of the IZQ, which means lefty. You know what I mean? So the abbreviation is lefty in Spanish.
And people don't know that in Spanish, izquierdo is the proper name for left-handed. So that's what's up, man. So that's
I added the Zulu King, of course, due to the being in the Zulu throughout the years and putting in community work and organization with different people throughout, not only in Chicago, Wisconsin, throughout the world.
And you are talking about Zulu Nation, right?
Yes, the
Zulu
Universal
Nation.
Zulu Nation.
Yeah.
And we're definitely gonna get into that, man, because of course everybody wants to know how did you become a Zulu King, or how did that come about? So we're gonna get into that. But let's talk about the beginnings, bro. I really want to know, most importantly, like what was it? What age were you, or what was it that you heard that you said, "Oh my God, I'm part of this"? Was it a song? Did you see somebody dancing? Did you see graffiti? It could have been whatever. What's your thing that made you say, "I'm part of this culture. I want to be a part
I'm
of
gonna
this
try
culture"?
to keep it as brief as possible. I remember it being the summer of 1976. My father and mother took us to Coney Island. This is in Brooklyn, New York. I was only like 8 years old. And they took us to, at that time, there was a lot of freak shows, and it was an incredible time. And I kind of fell in love with the place. It was a lot of culture. I've seen a lot of people with different styles, and I didn't really see the dancing at the time, but I seen a lot of graffiti going on. So cut a story short, like around in October that same year, I would started cutting class. I came up with an idea, say, you know what? We didn't have the options that a lot of kids had these days, or no supervision at that. So I would go to school and I would cut school and climb the biggest tree and wait till the cops raid everybody. And then I'm like, now it's time to go to Coney Island. So I would run to the train station and go under the stiles. You know what I'm saying? So I used to get on that train to go down to Coney Island. And that one day when I went to Coney Island, it was around mid October.
What year?
1976.
Okay.
I was 8 years old, and I seen this cat wearing a windbreaker just popping in the wind. He would just pop in there, and everything he did was like amazing to me. And I would just stand there like for like an hour watching this guy. I knew that it was time to go home, and I had to make it home way back to Flatbush over there by Clarendon's Continue before the lights came on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was already in trouble because I cut class. But that was the beginning of how I fell in love with something that I didn't even know was even hip hop at the time.
That's dope. So that was like your first like experience where you would go take the train and see them breaking, and so that was that was your introduction.
And it was an everyday thing. Now I'm going to Brighton Beach and Coney Island just to see them dance.
So you're watching them for the next couple years. So from your 8 years old, let's go from there. You're watching them break dance, and you're picking up moves, I'm assuming. You're picking up knowledge. Are you also partaking in, like, are you jumping in, or are you just going there to to watch?
I was watching at first because I was like 8 years old. You know, by like middle 9, I kept going back, and I was like, you know what? I started participating a little bit. I was just a kid. I really didn't know what was going on. This guy named Richard Rodriguez that lived across the street, he would do some breakdance moves, and I would be like, man, look at that. This is what I seen in Coney Island. And now I was seeing it like getting around my area where I lived. It's right across the street from us. And I was captivated by that, and I kept practicing. And, it was some bad times during those era times. And I was 13 years old. Our parents decided to move to Puerto Rico. I think I was around 12 at the time in 1980.
So let's talk about that, man. So so Puerto Rico is, for those that don't know, is an island. It's a decent sized island, man. What part of Puerto Rico do you get to when you get there in 1980?
So 1980, we get to this place called Arecibo, Puerto Rico. It's on the off of the Atlantic Ocean. I think that's like the eastern side of the island.
Okay. Arecibo, do you see hip hop when you get there, or there's literally no trace of hip hop when you show up?
None at all. I seen some. There was like a basketball court where I met a couple of guys later on who they was from different areas, from the Bronx, from Jersey, from all the way around, and they kind of brought a little bit of their skills that they learned from where they were from as well.
So okay, so essentially there's like some form of hip hop there in Arecibo when you get there, because those guys were there before you from New York. So you're saying, so you were able to kind of blend in with that crowd because you also were bringing what you knew as well. So it was kind of like, let's say like a meeting.
I was the smallest one of the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Best. So there was older homies that were there that were kind of already doing the same. You clicked with them because they were doing the same thing you were doing.
In a way, I seen them dancing, so I went in battle mode. I went over there to battle them. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And then I up-rocked them, and I got down to doing the break dancing, and I get into a fight with one of them. I remember his name was Eduardo. You know what I'm saying? So
it's always an Eduardo.
He could box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we boxed, and now I'm younger than him. So of course he knocked me in the eye, black in my eye. But now we friends. You know what I'm saying? So they cuffed me under their wing, and we go in every town and every city. Now we made a crew out of it.
What was the name of the crew?
Another Bad Creation.
Oh, ABC.
Yes.
Like the little boy group that was out in on
Right,
Motown
way
back in the
before
day.
that.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you know what I'm
got you.
saying?
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
we go to town in town, just murdered
So, and
everybody.
what was the situation in those other towns as far as hip hop goes when you got to those towns? Because you're saying you got to Arecibo, there was no hip hop. Did you see other cities as you were traveling
Okay.
throughout the island where you did see a prominent force
Well-
in hip hop already existing?
No. Well, at first, when I landed in on 1980, I was walking down to the city where it's called the Pueblo. They had like a big stage in the middle where they had the
Okay.
fiestas at.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there and I asked my mother for a pair of white gloves. And she asked me, why did you want them white gloves? And I begged her, man, can you just give me the gloves? I promise you're going to like it. So she got me these white gloves. And I go onto the stage and I start popping, and electric and, just doing my thing. You know what I mean? Saying and break
That's
dancing with
dope.
no music.
That's dope.
And all these people just started gathering around. They never seen nothing like this in their life. I went into the high school where my sisters were going, and I remember to this day I had some Adidas shell tops, and I had like a long sleeve shirt with some jeans. So I was over there just popping with my white gloves and stuff. You know what I mean?
Nice. Let's talk about the white gloves. Where did that influence come from, man? Because that's like a thing that like they used to do back then. I don't see it anymore. Where do the white gloves originate from?
I
or
could
where,
tell you.
Or what influenced? Well, I want to hear his story. What influenced you with the white gloves?
I think the white gloves is more like it came from those memes where they, what usually they wear white gloves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of adapted to that into the dancing where it gives your hands an effect.
Where did that like originate?
Well, I was from Brooklyn, so I don't know where it originated from, but I know that that's something I picked up in Brooklyn.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's a
man.
Cali thing.
It's the
Pop
white
locking,
gloves is a Cali thing.
Boogaloo, dancing. all
They
that
would
shit.
throw out
Yeah.
windbreakers with these white gloves
Yeah.
on, and we
Does
would
it
pop.
date back to what he was saying about the guys that would do the memes?
Well, memes, all that shit, miming. That's what that is,
Right.
miming. But yeah, that goes all the way back to like Charlie Chaplin.
Because I
days
still
and
see
shit.
that when I'm at places with
Yeah.
the poppers and they're doing the shit. You
Yeah,
know,
but that, I
all
mean,
of
they
that.
it was adapted into that, like
It was some.
Yeah.
They use it as like an effect
effect.
mechanism. You know what I'm
but
saying?
probably first seen in like real like hip hop type of shit, like on the West Coast though.
Right.
No, for sure,
So,
man.
but other than that, I will get back to where I let off. It was really not recognized in the high school. Nobody knew it. I became like the dude who was
Became that guy.
that guy. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about that, man.
And I didn't
read-
see it go on to 84 after that B Street movie came on that they populated breaking.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, for sure. And you talking about in Beach Street, right?
No, I'm talking about from 1980 to 1984 till they came out with the B Street movie.
Okay.
Then everybody started breaking.
Then that's when it like went into the masses.
Right now,
after that
everybody's
movie.
breaking in the corners. You see, crews popping out. They maybe practice for a year and then they think they can battle the master.
Nice. Speaking
what I'm
about
Another
battle,
bad creation.
hey,
Yeah.
speaking about battling and everything. I read somewhere in your bio, man, where it talks about how like for you had a good run in the island where you were taking on these battles, man, and were you like I don't know if you were like a island wide champion or what it was, man. I know you were winning a lot of, you said championships in your bio in Puerto Rico. Let's talk about that, man. Like, so how did that start? You just went around, you started just getting into contests and winning, and you dominated from, was it 80 to 89 or
Well, yeah, I dominated from 80 to all the way to 89 until
Nice.
I went to Boston, did a couple of things. I got married. Then that's another story when I landed in Chicago in 1990. But I dominated throughout those years because from 1980 to 84 until the movie came out, it wasn't really no breakdancing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now the movie come out, everybody's dancing from 1984 to 89. I still dominated everywhere. And how I got the trophies and recognition was we would go to these beach parties. They would call fiestas patronales. La fiestas. So they would have them each year in every city around the island. So we would jump on that van and let's go battle. Every city I wouldn't be home in days, man.
That's crazy. So
that's dope.
talking about like shows, man, and stuff like that. and somebody who was, I believe, prominent at that time, man. Do you recall ever seeing Rocksteady in Puerto Rico?
No, I have never recalled seeing Rocksteady. Who I recall of seeing was some cat from the Bronx that I met during that time. He came out there. He was in the same area like where I was, and we got to practice, and we got to. I think his cousin was one of the original guys who came up with like the breakdance book. There's a breakdance book that came out back in the days with the description on what moves to make move 1, move 2. Those cats, those were the ones that were in Puerto Rico at that time. It wasn't Rocksteady or Crazy Legs in them.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Wait a minute. It wasn't that Rocksteady. And
when
Crazy
do those guys come into play? Because I know like Rocksteady was a prominent figure in going back into Puerto Rico. So let's just talk about like Rocksteady, Crazy Legs. So you're saying you didn't see them in Puerto Rico. When do they come into play?
I didn't hear about Rocksteady until the movie come out. Until they
like 84,
like around 84. You know what I'm saying? Now the movie came out. I guess all these crews got together from New York and the Bronx, from all around, and they created this movie. They published it, and now it's out to the world.
Now the masses could see it. Talking about crews, man. We always like to talk about memorable moments. So from your run from 1980 through 1989, can you name some crews or memorable, like famous crews that you would have battled against back then? You know, like just so people know, like who was in the circuit back then, like who was it that you like were battling or going against, like winning the championships, it was like when the movie came out, I gave people a chance to practice and get their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was coming. You know, and it wasn't really nobody who was really holding anything down as in regards to he's the main guy who you got to go after. Like the big boss or something.
Everywhere I went,
Are we talking all of Puerto Rico or just talking Arecibo?
No, we went from Arecibo to all the fiestas, to Manatí, to Lares, to all around Mayagüez. I just continue pretty much the whole island, man. And then it started, it wasn't like where I had to battle somebody for the championship. When I showed up, I beat everybody.
You just beat, okay.
I beat them all. I was undefeated around 89. I was like, it's I don't know where it's gonna go. Should I keep dancing? I was turning into the music now, I was like, it's fading out for me.
So you were starting to lean more towards being an MC. When's the first time that you ever make a track? When does your first track ever happen?
Okay, I was part of when I came from Puerto Rico. I landed in here. I'm gonna say landed, right? That's that common sense of how you land somewhere. So I landed here in Chicago in 1990. With the hopes of maybe finding work. I knew that I had this gift in me, and I was like sheltering. I didn't really know what was the steps or the mission that I was about to go forth in, And during that process, I was involved in the end part of that Fuller project, where you see MCs such as the Brat or Common come through. They have music programs, boxing programs, all type of stuff over there on 43rd in Princeton.
Shout out real quick. Shout out to Skip Rock, aka
shout out to Skip
Rock. Shannon Blunt, you in the building, boy. He says Zulu Nation with the fist. And he commented on the mimes and Charlie Chapman. He said yes, he agrees.
And it's funny that I got my man Shannon Blunt. DSOs go back a long time. That was one of the first people who I met here. We was actually in the first management company. Nice. Together with D-Souls, which was him, Raph. I was on there. I think if I'm not sure, it was like Bo Deal, one of them guys, and then Ace from Public Announcement.
Yeah, word. Shout out to fucking Skid Rock.
It was
That's
called
my guy,
Pudding
man.
Entertainment.
Nice, man. Shout out to them, brother. So
real quick though, If y'all watching, man, we can't really see the comments on Facebook, man. So jump your ass on over to YouTube so we can see those comments and be able to put them on screen, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm tuning in on Facebook, so anybody comments on my Facebook, we will get to the comments. So man,
he said Pudding Entertainment. By the way.
That was Pudding Entertainment. What I hope they're doing well. I'm not sure where they're at the moment, but that's the beginning. You know, I've made songs with D-Souls. I've produced for them. I've made songs with Ace from Public Announcement. I lost that music in the shuffle somewhere, you know, throughout the years.
Yeah.
You know, I was involved with the end part of Fuller Park. That's when I came in. I met some a reggae band, and LSD actually came in with LSD and DJ Quick from Chicago. And
Quick, not L.A. Quick.
No, DJ Quick from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
You know who DJ Quick is
Not
from
familiar.
Chicago?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Well, it started off with him. I recorded a song called Playing Games. I recorded an EP with LSD at that Fuller Park over there by 39th from Princeton. That's when I met Cassius and all them, all the Zulu nations like that. But before then, see, because I mean the story goes deep.
Well, let's
it
talk.
starts at 90.
Let's talk about before then, bro. Let's talk about you know, because your name on the flyer has Zulu King IZQ. So people are wondering, man, how did you become a Zulu King, or what does one have to? What does it take to become a Zulu Queen?
Yeah, what's the
King,
process?
and how did you become that?
Okay, well, we let off in 1990, where I picked up. I met this guy called Bill West from the Midwest hip hop movement, and Bill West took me under his wing. He was a cat who believed in me, and he started writing me some checks, and we was like, let's do these shows. So I was performing all around Chicago. You know, I've performed all around Chicago with Bill West. So a little after was when I met Cassius D. I was performing with the Gypsy Fiery Band.
Okay.
It was a mix of like reggae music and hip hop, and I was rapping in English and Spanish at the time.
Nice.
And I met Cassius D at the time, and you know, I kind of knew what direction where to take it to. Now I was stuck. I was like, wait a minute. I'm new to the MCing here in Chicago. It's a whole new scene for me. I've met so many people. So did shows with like Do or Die, EC Illa, and then back in the day, we all started together. All of us.
Yeah,
we did shows in ECTV with Kingdom Rock and Kier.
Shout out to Kingdom Rock, and shout out to the Chicago Hip Hop History Museum, man, documenting our history for over 50 years. Aztec Dinero, shout out to Jizzo's t-shirt. He looked like a can of Puerto Rican soda. Huepa, papi.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
Aztec Dinero always he roasts everybody that come on the show. He got to roast them
He
at least
roasts
once.
everybody. He roasted the shit out of Shadow. He just got my ass. Huepa, papi. Shout out to Puerto Rico and everybody in the building. So man, so you met Cassius D, and that's how you got into Zulu
Well,
Nation.
I started learning the knowledge and fundamentals of you know, what is about to be Zulu, or how to live in a righteous state of mind to do to create positive things instead of, you know, falling off into and dying off with all this negative in this world. So, you know, I kind of they took me under the wing. Cassius took me under his wing, and kind of teach me all the lessons, what I needed to know in regards to the books. I organized with them throughout the years, and I was recognized through New York, you know, of just by doing the organization, you know, and I never really had to submit any applications or nothing like that, because we are the creators we are the university teachers, you know. I was a student at a point as well. That's when B-Boy Ray and B-Boy B and them come in. They've been trying to be Zulus here for long periods of time. I think since the early 80s or 90s. But they failed to be able to become part of the Zulu because they didn't want to really follow the process. But then the process was at the time to submit applications, get more than 15 members. Now, you know, me as a king, I'm able to go open up these chapters, you know, And that's what I did with the Alpha Zulus, it was called. Because, you know, they had problems in regards to they went all the way to New York. I was here all the time. They said, when they went to New York, they said, did you talk to Q? So they had to come over here and talk to me anyway. So, you know, we built with it, and we, out of that, Ron was in there. It was a bunch of cats that was part of the Zulu, you know? Mike Specs, I think. It was a lot of us, man.
And that's what's up, man.
But we kind of like tilted a little bit. They didn't want to be under the umbrella. So they created the Renegades of Funk.
Shout out to the Renegades of Funk for putting on an amazing,
peace and blessings to you guys.
Amazing event over at the Battle for the Eagle, man. This year,
was
2023, was very dope.
Yes.
Me and Heat Detector had the honor of having a booth over at the Battle for the Eagle. We sold shirts. Shameless plug. Tune in, man. Y'all want them t-shirts. Y'all want custom hoodies. Y'all want custom hats. ChiCity Cypher hats. We got all the custom merch for you in any color, whatever it is you want, any size. We got y'all, man. Heat Detector got the dope NPC shirts. He got the back at it like a crack addict, and he got the Chicago Time dummy t-shirts. So y'all make sure and tune in, man. Get some t-shirts from us, because what's gonna happen is it's about to get cold, and the hoodie prices are gonna go up. So either grab a hoodie now or grab a hoodie later, and you're gonna pay more. So make sure to holler at us for that.
Tomorrow's price will not be today's price.
It's going up like 3 cents a day.
Peace and blessings to you all.
So man, we've been talking about music, bro, and I want them to actually hear some of your music. So we're gonna get into this track, man. It's IZQ featuring Mike Specs. Shout out to the homie Mike Specs.
Shout out, peace.
The song is called Eyes Wide Open. We're gonna go ahead and go into that track. So all y'all that's tuning in, make sure to follow. Shout out to Aztec Dinero. He's a main supporter of the t-shirts and the hats.
Shout out to Aztec Dinero.
He's always buying merch,
Malcolm
man.
X.
So if y'all want to sell y'all shit, message him. He literally cannot say no. So he will buy your shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Let's get into it, man. Eyes wide open.
Listen to the lyrics.
Hold on. Hold on.
Eyes wide shut. Oh, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Hey yo, eyes wide shut, eyes wide open. Government spies, all the lies unfolding. WikiLeaks, Alex Jones, Edward Snowden. Ancient scrolls unknown like Matrix Reloaded. Big brother eye in the sky, selling by. Got a stiffness, cybernetic, biometric lives. Worldwide satellite, it's all online. Me, I'm designing viruses that'll end all the lies. Decoding the city, puzzles in the shapes. Struggling the struggle while I'm hustling papes. In the jungle chains, it's like I'm juggling chains. But I strangle microphones like a self-destructive tape. From 88, 99, 2005 to 9099, I'm tamped out when I flip the best styles. But fuck stellar people getting run down and run now. Bodies nuclear, president bust downs. Something ain't right, man, and it all in my head. What I got there, the education's force fed through the television set and the internet, killing us all slow past the 40 ounces cigarettes. From a rhyme, detonate your mind, and I start a revolution of the rhyme of the time. Rip mics for all time, evolution of the time. Eyes wide open, man, open up your eyes. Eyes wide shut. Oh, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut, eyes wide open. Trying to stay focused with so much in this world unfolding. Our freedom of speech, our privacy rights to protest. Fuck you voters, all your policies are bogus. Stay focused, don't lose your eyes off the prize. Our privacy's already been compromised. The revolution being televised. The government telling lies. It's the country's greatest divide. In America, prejudice is well and alive. In a society where no one cares, they leave you to die. Where they rather press record and go on Facebook Live. A generation lost, fed to the wolves to die. Open your eyes and see my vision. A million stories in the city made for bad decisions. We all locked up in this prison, trapped between heaven and hell, serving a lifelong bill whether we make it or fail. I take a look and see nothing but failure around me. Can't take it no more, I feel like evil has found me. I tried all my life to get out the ghetto and mess. It's been too long, I realize I haven't left. I victimized by stress in the air, I smell death. I feel pain in my chest and it still haven't left. When you from the hood, so devil just wish you the worst luck. Take the wool off your eyes and come on, wake up.
Eyes wide shut. Oh, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut. Yo, eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide open.
Open your eyes to the ways.
Open your eyes to the ways of the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Let's go,
yeah,
motherfuckers. That was
Shout out E.
IDQ.
Johnson.
Shout out to E. Johnson in the motherfucking comments. That's our brother family of all of the shows of Unwrapped,
Yeah.
man. So shout out to you, man. So that was mad dope, bro. Let's real quick, bro, because we're gonna get into some ChiCity Cypher business. You know, we're getting into the later parts of the show. So real quick, man. Talk about that song. Shout out to Mike Specs, Shy Rock Nation. Talk about the song real quick, brother.
That's a song I lost during the shuffle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just held on to it for a while. I didn't know whether to release it or not. You know, sometimes we could be our worst critics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And today I thought it was a great time to feature it. And that was it. If you would continue to like to hearing it or purchasing it or support, and let me know. I'll release it as a single.
That's what's up, man. Y'all make sure to hit him up, support that track so he can release it as a single. So let's get into this, bro. A lot of people that might be watching know you from ChiCity Cypher.
Yes, sir.
From multiple volumes, bro. Like, I don't even know how many volumes you've been on. It's like fucking
A lot. He
four
knew more
a
than you
lot.
did.
Man.
He knew more than you did.
Like 21
It
Savage
started in
said.
KP.
Started in KP. You already know, man. Quick story, man. I'm walking home. I got off the bus coming from work. I'm walking through Calvin Park. That's what we call KP. And somebody yells at me from across the street and says, "Hey, yo, Jizzo, some shit." And then they start walking across the street at me, bro. And it was IZQ. And he was fucking full dash towards me. And I thought it was going down. I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
I was with a couple of, you know.
He was with a
dudes.
couple of guys.
Questionable
You feel me?
fellas.
Shout out to the guys
What's that up,
from
baby?
Calvin
KP.
Park. He was with a couple guys, and so I thought it was going down, man. But he actually came across the street to shake my hand and tell me,
Yes.
man, that he supported what we did with the ChiCity Cypher. So
That's what's up.
that leads into my next question. And I ask this every single interview. How did you hear about the ChiCity Cypher?
Well, of course, it starts when I was a part of Shy Rock Nation 4. You know,
Shout out to the 4. You already know.
my man's rest in peace. You know,
Rest in peace, Uncle Heck.
Uncle Heck put us together, and then I heard about the Cypher through the grapevine and all the good things it was bringing. I said, you know what? Like I said, I was my worst critic. I was like, man, hey, why not? You know, I was going through some deep times. I said, let's do it. And I crossed the street. I kind of started him for a minute there. And, you know, I introduced myself. And it was the beginning of a great friendship and a great brother, man, and great times.
Yeah, for sure, brother. Definitely good times, man. And it's been a couple years since that. And since then, you've been on Mad Cyphers. You were most recently and notably, man, you were on a Pandemic Cypher. Where we went to everybody's house. Me and my production team went to everybody's houses in the different locations around Chicago during the pandemic, and we filmed safely outside of everyone's home. And your home was one of the homes that we came to, and we filmed you on the side of your building there.
Yes.
It was a dope experience. So I'll cut it short about ChiCity Cypher because we can fucking keep going for hours about it. But most memorably, man, for you. I want them just to know what's the feeling like when you're going to a cypher. So we already know how you heard about it. I sent you the beat. You wrote your 16. Tell them real quick, walk them through what's that feeling when you are showing up to a cypher. You're on your way. You're in the car. You're on your way. The fucking beat is on your Bluetooth. What's happening?
He's a seasoned vet from what he's saying. What do you mean?
We want to know what the seasoned vets and the rookies are thinking.
You know,
what's the feeling when you're on the way to the cypher, bro?
I'm going to kill it. I got one chance. That's it. And when I go
Mom's
to the
spaghetti.
Cypher, I got that one chance. And I've always hit it with that one chance. It wasn't never let me repeat or nothing like that.
Yeah, you're definitely
You
a
get
one
that pure
take.
energy.
For those that don't know, if you've never been in the filming of the ChiCity Cypher, every time somebody does a one take, we all holler, one take, shouty. It's our thing, man. And IZQ is definitely one taker in the one taker club. You know, so it's dope, man. It's been an honor to have you all these years on ChiCity Cypher, bro. And I think that the crowd and those that are listening that never that have never saw a ChiCity Cypher, let alone watch you perform on ChiCity Cypher. So we're gonna go ahead. We got a special clip. This is from, I believe it's ChiCity Cypher Volume 24, which they said we never filmed on a fucking bus or a train. And what did we do? We went and filmed this bitch on a bus and shut y'all the fuck up. So
One shot, baby.
Let's get into
I am
it.
hip hop and nothing else. I breathe hip hop like it depends on my health. I inhale,
like a bus to
exhale,
me.
hip hop all day, running through my blood since '78. I fell in love at an early age, and ever since then things ain't been the same. She been through with me through my hardest and pains, and gave me strength through artists like Daddy Kane. Hip hop, part of my master plan to get paid in full with the mic in my hand. Bring the noise like a rebel without a pause, with the tribe, make any crowd applaud. The golden age of hip hop, the styles is raw. They get something that the world ain't never saw before. Make the poppers pop and the breakers break on the floor. Should I say any more? How hip hop became my core. Listening to their life, smoking holes in their lawn. Life is too short to ever be wrong. Hip hop is back. Won't you bring me along? We got a license to ill. You already been warned. We hip hop.
Hip hop, let's go. Man, that was an amazing
Yo,
moment on an amazing
yo.
Cypher. They had so many great stories behind it, man, and y'all did heard stories about that Cypher. IZQ, we did want to talk about, we normally have a segment, it's called Hip Hop History. And I think just in general, because there's so many generations of hip hop in between Heat Detector, in between you, in between me, and everybody that watches the show, bro, I think in general, I just want, instead of doing a hip hop history segment, I would like for you to tell me, because we're in the 50th year of hip hop, we're celebrating 50
Alleged.
years. We're celebrating 50
Alleged.
years of allegedly, according to, yeah, so we'll get into that on another episode, but we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop officially, and I just want to know, what does those 50 years mean to you, brother, in a nutshell? If you can just wrap up what the 50 years of hip hop means to you, and then Heat, we'll pass it on to you, what that means to you, and then I'll go and we'll wrap that up.
It's been a dream. It's like I'm in a bubble, and it's like the dream is endless. And all these years have taught me one thing, that the work isn't done. We got to still continue to put in the work, especially for the youth, and bring across that bridge in between, you know, lyrically, bring that energy back to hip hop where it's supposed to be.
Definitely, brother. Heat, man, what are the 50 years? Let's go to the comments real quick. Shannon Blunt, shout out to Skip Rock in the building. He says
Skip Rock.
ICQ. He says IZQ killed a lot of ChiCity Cyphers, and that's 100% facts, man.
Peace, man.
You a
Love.
legend, bro. You a ChiCity Cypher legend, man,
Appreciate
for sure. Heat, what does the 50 years of hip hop mean to you, man? And I don't, you know, whether you think it's 50 or it's more, brother, just give a nutshell of what does that mean to you, man?
Hip hop means everything to me, man. Hip hop saved my fucking life.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's why at my age I'm still heavily involved. It's such a part of my life that it will never go away. Like, you know, you're gonna have to bury me, hip hop. That's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just saved my life. I mean, what more can I say?
What more can you say, man? And I think that's a lot of our stories that has saved our life, man.
Indeed.
And for me too, man, took me out of the streets and showed me that there was a positive way. And in turn, man, we've been able to turn that around at ChiCity Cypher and give that back, man, and give that experience of that positivity, of the bars, of the different things that engulf that, where you're not talking about the streets, where you're not talking about killing somebody, where you're not doing all that bullshit, man. You know, everybody likes to turn up to some shit in the club once in a while, but we like to keep it positive over here, man, and think about the future. So, I got the same question for you every motherfucking time,
What?
brother. Does the ChiCity Cypher resident producer have some motherfucking beats? Because it's only right that we got IZQ in the motherfucking building, MC. We got Heat Detector in the building, who's an MC, whether he fucking denies it or not. And you got your boy in the building, man. So if you got an instrumental for us, bro, let's go ahead and rock an instrumental. We're all gonna
I gotta check some shit. Real quick.
No, it's all good, man. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get.
I might have some beats.
We're gonna go ahead and get that instrumental to you. While we're doing that, you know, Sub T is a big part of all of our lives, man. And IZQ, I know that it's a big part of your life because you're at a lot of Tuesdays. I see you at Tuesdays here. I try to go. I try to as much as I can. We mix in at Tuesdays every once in a while, bro. Yes. So just real quick, man, out of honor for them because they're part of everything that I do. Can you just quickly just tell the crowd what Sub T 606 means to you?
Man, Sub T's, man, them amazing brothers over there, man. You know, I mean, we seen each other on our lows, our highs. You know, Shadow Master, Peace and Blessings, Annihilation, the DJ, Resident DJ. Yo, they're just amazing brothers. It mean everything to me to be able to go a Tuesday night for free, man. And these brothers just been doing this consistently. You know what I'm saying? It's the longest open mic, I think it's said, around the world, right?
In the world, the longest running open mic in the world.
Let's keep supporting each other,
606.
606, man, love, they mean everything, man. It's not only to me, to Chicago. In general.
To the whole city, man. Shout out to them brothers at 606.
Love.
Shout out to the whole family, man.
Jory.
Everybody. Let's get into these bars, man. You already know it's not a ChiCity Cypher podcast without some motherfucking bars in the building. I got my brother IZQ. I got my brother Heat Detector. We gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna pass the mic to IZQ because it's only right that he kicks this bitch off.
Anything in these streets are possible. Anything could happen to you tragical. Ain't nothing magical around here but the same old satanical atmosphere. You see the devils in the corners and they sharing the box with the corner and the cops at the end of the block. And he's bagging the body that's filled with gunshots. And his mama screaming because I let her boy got popped. In these streets, well, anything goes in these streets. Except what cops impose. These streets are so cold. What cops impose, that shit, man, don't even know. Yo, cameras on the pole, watching every move that we make. The blue light strobes, looking, taking the pictures we take. Time to take God's plate and settle our faith as motherfucking future inmates. Just a description what I see in the streets, a depiction of the sea and debris on my seat. Yeah, Alex smelling like peas and building like slums. A neighborhood but with no clue where his next meal from. Too many niggas in the corner hustling for the drugs. Too many drugs, always holding the fucking grudge. Too many drugs, begging for a quick buck. What the fuck is going on out here? So listen, I'm just hitting up for the ChiCity Cypher episode. Try to do my motherfucking thing until I explode. Motherfucker, don't you know what I be? D-load, motherfuckers enemies. Yeah, I'm coming deep. Mad love to motherfucking Heat Detector. Mad love to my man Jizzo. Let's talk about DJ Ron straight out of nowhere. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Chi-Town.
Let's go.
Yo, love, man.
Check. Sicker than viruses, long time alliances, long holes like broke holes with no appliances. You lack substance, I rudely interrupted. Rock while the flow while these other cats be frontin'. Yo, I put it down, lower than the sea level. Tell me where you be at, do a drive-by on the sea devil. And wet him up, this pussy is already dead. And kill him, why? This pussy is already wet. And through the autopsy, cause of death, he's a bitch. Got a gun on us, but I know Chief will let us in. You feel great, man. You wanna hate, man? Just get the rape van called Dream Tech like ASAP. I rip mics like every single place I go. You know me and IZQ and Heat Detector put on shows. So go ahead and spit your flows. I'ma pass that mic to Heat Detector cause he knows.
Yo, see, you do this shit to me every show, but you know what? I might spit a little something for the kids. I might spit something for the grown man out there. Maybe a little something to get you outlined in chalk. But right now, I'm just gonna let these motherfuckers talk. It's just a little something off the wall, right off the top of my dome, cause daddy got balls. Never gave a fuck, never will. Do my thing, so everybody let's chill. It's the ChiCity Cypher, you better know it. Me and Jizzle right here, showing, blowing, playing, doing everything that we saying. Walking the walk, talking the talk, carrying the big ass sticks for the bitches that want it. I'm just playing with y'all.
Aha! You already know, man. This is the motherfucking ChiCity Cypher podcast. Let's cut that beat. Shout out to everybody that stayed tuned in for the whole motherfucking episode. This has been a legendary episode. My man got the vinyls right there. Before we leave, man, we got to shout out to the vinyl that he got with DJ Ron straight out of straight out of Chi-Town, straight out of nowhere. I'm sorry, from DJ Ron
Make you
Ron.
smile.
And he's got the album also in his hands from our brother, man, our ChiCity Cypher brother, Levi Stress. It's called Center of the Apex as well.
Apex.
So if y'all want to buy those albums, y'all make sure that you can contact IZQ to get through to Levi Stress, or just hit up Levi Stress. Hit us up. Y'all want them vinyls? We got y'all.
Yeah.
This has been another motherfucking episode,
Yeah.
episode 9 of ChiCity Cypher. Shout out to Latale, who gave us a special performance at the beginning.
Let me say something too.
Yeah, we got you. Shout out to my co-host, Heat Detector. IZQ, final words, brother.
Yeah, we continue making music, you know. Let's network, let's work, you know what I'm saying? Go get the albums out from DJ Ron and Levi Stress, man. Let's continue working, man. Let's move forward. Let's move Chicago forward, brother. We got a lot of
before
work
we
to
go,
do.
man, tell everybody how they can find you, man.
Yes, indeed. You can find me Zulu King IZQ on Instagram.
Y'all make sure to go right now. Run that Instagram up. Type in Zulu King IZQ.
That's the letters IZQ.
3 letters, IZQ. Make sure to type that in and go support everything that this man does. He's a producer. He got beats. He got everything. Watch this whole fucking
He
episode.
does it all.
Watch this whole episode if you just tuned in. Shout out to my motherfucking ChiCity Cypher family. Everybody
Yeah.
that's currently not in the building. Shout out to Logue. Shout out to Fatal. Shout out to Noodles. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Heat Detector. We love y'all, man. It's been another motherfucking episode. We exactly at 60 minutes, man. I love y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, peace.
Tune in next week, Sundays, 7 p.m.
And don't forget to tune in after this show, man. We
Yes.
got the motherfucking check-in.
Don't miss out on the check-in. We're going to be on there talking some serious shit, man. Mental health, men's mental health. Let's go. Tune in. Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
PC Johnson.
Or get tuned out.
Holla at you next week, famo.
We out.
Let's